Now, stop me if you have heard this one before. Once upon a while ago, there was a fisherman's puppet, carefully made by hand. The puppet lived a simple life inside a model lighthouse, with everything in its place. And every day began the same way when he brushed his wooden teeth. Well, if you don't think wooden teeth need brushing, you've never had a cavity and a splinter at the same time. Next, he'd put a log inside his little stove to warm things up. Nice and warm, safe from the storm. Next, he would take his duster and carefully dust his lucky seashell. His routine never changed. Next, he would dust the lid there. The shell reminded him of the sea when it was calm. Lit a quiet sea tonight. Finally, and most important, every day he would work on his latest model. There, in the center of the room, lighthouse, exact in every detail. It was nearly finished too. Only 2 pieces needed to be added to the replica. The little model cabinet and the final section of the wall. Yes! There, lucky this model snapped together. Now the little puppet could go in its little rocking chair inside its lighthouse. Tired, brush his wooden teeth, dust his lucky shell, and work on his model. Something changed.
Stocks are looking thin again this year. We all know there's a big catch waiting out there somewhere, but hold your hauling lines. Reports are saying a huge storm is blowing in. It might be nothing, but better safe than salvage, I always say. Coming up next, another hour of thrilling nautical news.
Mon Dieu, the window had been boarded up. The fisherman didn't remember doing that. Even when the storm came, he was safe in here. But no 2 silly planks of wood were going to get between him and his routine. At last, the smell of the ocean. But outside, not the sea, he couldn't believe his wooden eyes. Outside the room was another room, a replica room. And standing in it, a huge but very familiar figure of a fisherman. And he knew that if that huge figure were to turn, its face would be very familiar. Sacre bleu! It was all there inside the model, exact in every detail. But the tiny version of himself, it was moving. He was inside the model, he was outside the model, and just who was pulling all the strings? Of course! As below, so above. When he lifted the tiny anchor, the large one was lifted by his giant self. Why did you take the roof off? The fisherman. He felt, his lucky shell had just started talking to him, and very rudely too. So he did not feel so great. You test me. You found everything? Well, if a little wooden puppet like you can do this, then I will be brave. Now just let me get out of this damn shell. Phew. Breezy. I feel so much lighter, and the world feels so much bigger. I don't think I can go back into it. That will do. All right, let's do this. The fisherman had spent all his life trying to land a catch as big as that.
Well, don't you look like a dull drink of water?
Success! Too much success! Water flooded into the model! Quick! Hold your breath! The coolness, the darkness, the ocean tossing and turning him like a rag doll. But wait a minute. Puppets can't drown. No, a bit of water wouldn't stop this fisherman.
Oh, water everywhere, but... Is there anything to eat? I'm hungry.
It seemed Papa had forgotten to feed his stuffed
Is there
fish.
food out here? There must be food. Food.
Who are you, oh noble fish? And do you know how to reach the top of the lighthouse? The fisherman